We are on a Europe bucket list journey. We explored Venice, Italy from a gondola, ate lunch with locals at a farm in Ravenna, Italy, and met some new friends in Koper, Slovenia, just to name a few of our many excursions. But I'm not going to lie, our adventures in Split, Croatia were some of our absolute favorite. So join us on another Be Free adventure as we explore Split, Croatia. So today we are headed out on an adventure, an excursion. I'm gonna put the name on it of it right here. But let's go ahead and start back from the beginning. So the first step is to get on the bus and we are going to head to our destination.
Yes.
Which is?
We are going to, I don't know what the name of the town is, but we are going to a small village in Split, Croatia to make homemade pizza with the locals. We're on the bus. And we're the first ones and we got the front seat.
We like the front seat because you can record out the front window.
Yeah.
So this excursion is with the ship and it does put you with a herd. We don't have them in here yet, but you can see there'll be a lot of people back there. So that's one thing to keep in mind. The nice thing is that you never get left behind. The difficult thing is that sometimes you're with a whole lot of people. Sometimes that's okay, sometimes it's challenging.
Most of the time it's challenging.
We're going to drive you to a place where you will have, it's maybe 45 minutes away from Split, a place where you will have the demonstration of soparnik, which is a traditional, let's call it Dalmatian pizza. Then you will have hands-on experience. For some volunteers, they can make their own soparnik. There will be some food like prosciutto and cheese and wine and water.
'Cause you know the world is beautiful, so beautiful. 'Cause you know the world is beautiful, so beautiful. And I just can't hide how I feel about you. Nothing can take that away. 'Cause you make the world so beautiful, so beautiful.
Then we took a short detour to one of the most scenic spots we have ever been to. It was literally amazing. Here, Kev. Oh my gosh.
Now life in our villages has never been easy for a woman, because if the wife died, the husband had to wear a black button for a month. But if Mr. Husband died, she had to be in the mourning for the rest of her life. Wow. She had to call mourners. There was a special job of women who would be crying at people's funerals, wringing their hands, and saying how beautiful that man was that they had never met in their lives. And they would cry, and those alleged tears they would give to the widow. She would expose it when people came to pay condolences. This here is a dish. Everybody was eating from the same dish, and now my guest and my son we are going to show to you how it was, but I need to talk with my son for a moment, okay? Good. So I'm not a woman because women had no importance back in those days. I'm a man, okay? I have trousers. And this lovely lady, she's my wife, and she has prepared food for us. We were all eating from the same dish with our own spoons. And then you came here, and we were chatting, and my son has eaten all the food. You see, no food left here. Lesson number 1. During the meal, there was no talking. While we were talking about Ravinia and copper, he has eaten everything, and we are now hungry. It is Now it is time to drink. And this is an empty jug. Actually, it says Sauvignon Blanc, but it's just water. It's the only one that could fit in my purse. Okay, so I will now send my son over there to the wine cellar to fill it with wine. Thank you, son. You like this wine?
I like it, yeah.
You won't get any. Only the father got to drink this full body wine. But I drank 2/3, and there is still 1/3 there. So my lovely wife will fill it with water. Good?
There you go.
And this is now called bevanda. 2/3 of red wine and 1/3 of water. If you dilute your wine that way, then you can, because people drink wine all day long. But now the meal is over. And now I'm not a man anymore, I'm a woman, I have a dress. You are not my guest, you are my friend, you're not my son. That would be weird, you are my friend. Give me your hand, like this.
Oh.
And after the meal, they were dancing. So we are now dancing in a circle, okay? It's not a disco club, it's a dance, okay? So we are now dancing. And I say that I like these two men, but you know, I'm a woman, I'm shy, I can't say I like you. But I have a way of showing that. So I squeeze their hand. And if they squeeze back once, they like me. If they squeeze back more times, oh, they want to marry me. If they don't squeeze back, nobody would know about my embarrassment. And you're okay. You didn't squeeze back.
After that, we journeyed on to the village.
You see, this is as local as you can get. Almost there.
The village was actually abandoned, and a young family took on the task of renovating the village. It was an absolute magical place. The family renovating the village use it for a home and also a place for adventurers to rest, relax, and vacation in a unique, remote setting. I would highly recommend coming here for a vacation. When we arrived at the village, we were welcomed with some local brandy, which is traditional. Next, we learned how to make a local favorite called Sopernik. I hope I'm saying that right, and I feel like I'm not. Or they also call it Dalmatian pizza. First, you're going to use some flour, and you're going to put it in a large mixing bowl. Then, you're going to add in some salt. Next, add some olive oil. Mix that up. And then gradually add water. Add some more flour if you need to. And then mix it until a soft dough forms. You're going to knead the dough for about 10 minutes until it's smooth and elastic. You're going to cover the dough with some cornmeal, and you need to use a special tool to roll out the dough. You want to spread the dough evenly Once the dough is rolled out, you roll it up on, I guess it's called a stick, but I bet there's a much more fancy name for that. You do that with both the top and the bottom dough. Then you're going to cut up some Swiss chard, put some garlic in, some salt, and of course, some more olive oil. Mix that up until everything is covered nicely with the mixture. Then you're going to pour it on top of your bottom dough and spread it out nice and evenly. Leave a small border around the edge, then take your top dough and roll it out over top of the bottom. Cover the second dough circle and pinch the edges together to seal it up. Make sure you wipe off any excess flour so that it doesn't burn in the fire. Then you're going to place it directly into the fire and let it cook about 20 to 30 minutes. Once it's done cooking, put some fresh garlic over the top and some olive oil to finish it up. After our very delicious pizza, we headed over to a lovely outdoor seating area for some wine and charcuterie. No visit to a village is complete without getting to know all of the locals.
Mr. Shags, what you doing? Oh, look at you. Oh, look at you. Hey, little horse. You're bigger than the horse. How's it feel to be the big man on campus? Huh?
So with our hearts and bellies full, we all headed back into the bus to journey down the mountain back to Split, Croatia. After arriving back in Split, we set off on foot to explore this vibrant city. Along our journey, we stumbled upon some really fantastic discoveries. Imagine solar-powered benches that can charge your phone. How cool is that? The city is brimming with charming little spots perfect for grabbing a quick bite. Naturally, our first stop had to be for some delicious gelato. With our sweet treat in hand, we then made our way to the awe-inspiring Diocletian's Palace, ready for some more adventures. Diocletian's Palace is one of the most impressive Roman monuments on the Adriatic coast. It was constructed in the early 4th century AD by the Roman Emperor Diocletian as a retirement residence. It has a peristyle square, which is a central open-air courtyard surrounded by columns and serves as the heart of the palace. The Cathedral of St. Domnius was our next stop. Originally built as Diocletian's mausoleum, this building was later converted into a cathedral. It's one of the oldest structures used by any Christian cathedral in the world. The bell tower of St. Domnius is an iconic landmark in Split, Croatia. It's part of the Cathedral of St. Domnius. Visitors can climb the 187 feet narrow and steep staircase to reach the top of the bell tower. The climb is 100% not for the faint of heart.
Ooh, the bell tower is no joke.
But it does reward with breathtaking views of the surrounding area. The experience provides a unique perspective on the city's historical and architectural heritage.
So we had two more places to get to, the Treasury and the park, which has a really pretty viewpoint, but it's starting to rain, so we're waiting for the Treasury to open back up and we're going to head to the Treasury and then we shall see. This might be the end of our Split, Croatia adventure, but I would definitely recommend going to the Majarahan. I'll put it in the, I'll spell it below, park.
Well, we are getting a good old-fashioned Croatian rain right now, and thunderstorm.
It doesn't rain here.
But it doesn't rain here. Very rarely does it rain here. And apparently, because all the vegetation that lives here is very drought resistant, and but we'll see if we're kind of sitting under the ledge right now. We'll see if we have to go all the way up under.
Then it really started to rain. So we just paid $3 to go to the restroom. And yet he wouldn't pay the people to get the picture taken more than $2.
Hey, some things are more important. They were Roman soldiers. They could tax the people.
Wrong. So when we asked for directions, the girl told me to go down all the way to the end of the river sidewalk street thing and then find the stairs between the hotels. So I believe we found them. And that takes you right to Marjan Park. There's a lot of steps, but we want to get to the highest point where you get the, as they said, is a really great view. This just one little section is 317 steps. But the cool thing is, this is all free, this park, and it's beautiful. Do you have anything to say, Kev?
Too busy breathing.
As we ventured across distant landscapes, discovering the wonders and beauty that this world has to offer, a transformation was quietly unfolding back at Be Free Acres. With every 2x4 placed and wall erected, our little slice of paradise began to take shape, evolving from a dream into a tangible reality. This place, once a blank canvas, is now becoming a home. A sanctuary where our adventures will be recounted, our dreams will grow, and our hearts will always belong. It's a reminder that while the world offers boundless experiences, there's no place like home, and ours is blossoming into something truly special.